So, guys, this is me. I feel like last weekend I started the vlog the same way, but I'm really trying to motivate myself. And I've been coming to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, and I want to do more. I want to do more. I feel like I still haven't gotten back my strength. But I'm working on it, guys. I'm really working on it. But anyway, so we're gonna be doing some cycling today, and then I'm gonna go downstairs because I do want to lift. And I also wanted to share something with you guys because I feel like you've been on my journey, moving back to Cameroon, investing there, and it only makes sense if I share that part of my life with you guys and how tough it is sometimes, and then you want to give up. But anyways, I'm gonna be exercising. Not sure if I'm gonna film all of it. I wanted to start downstairs, but there are some guys downstairs and there's a little bit of noise, so I figured I'm just gonna be here. I woke up this morning, guys. I was feeling great. Okay, I was feeling good, and I thought to myself, wear some clothes, wear some lipstick. I haven't even showered. Okay, I haven't even showered. I still have to go to the nail salon because I want to do my nails, but I also want to do my eyebrows because it's hideous. I did like 15 minutes straight. That was intense. That was intense. I've been lifting more. I'm not like a cardio person. I used to love lifting. And then, guys, so many things about me, my life, that you guys have no idea about, except people who know me, my friends. They know I used to go to the gym like, gosh, 4 or 5 times a week. I was really fit. And then life happened. My IBS, you guys who have been watching me for a while, my IBS just took over, the pain. I stopped exercising. 2019 was the worst year, I want to say. And then 2020, pandemic happened. We couldn't go to the gym anymore. So I just stopped exercising because I just felt like I was suffering. Like my tummy was always in pain. So, and then we are 2023. Wait, let me take a break. We're 2023 and I'm trying to get back my life, my body. And plus, my birthday. This is my birthday month. You guys probably, I don't know if I told you already. But I felt like, you know what? Let me just get back my life, my shape and everything. And I've been working, but you have to be healthy as well. But anyway, let me take a break so that I can tell you guys what had happened in Cameroon. Okay. So let me go ahead. Hopefully this tripod doesn't give up on me. And guys, anytime I hook this thing here, I feel like the sound is just bad. I don't know if it's my clothes or it's just me. I need to find a way to hook this thing on my shirt. But anyway, so let me drink water first. Really? If there are people coming in from the back, I'll just have to do something to the screen. But anyway, so this week has been one of those weeks where everything that I've worked for in Cameroon, everything that I've strived for, finally made sense. Finally made sense, guys. I remember when I just started the project back in 2017, many people told me that, what point are you trying to prove? So when it comes to education, I feel like in order to change the society mindset and then to evolve as human beings, we have to start with education. And being that I was the girl that was told I was never smart, I was never going to become anything in life when I was growing up in Cameroon. So that was really a challenge that I undertake with my sister. This has been a fight because we wanted to make the school. My sister is fully Francophone and I'm bilingual. So we wanted the school not just to be, even though it's currently in Douala, and if you guys know Douala is purely Francophone for the most part, but we wanted the school to be bilingual. So, but it took us time to built the Anglophone section, right? Like when we started, we had a strong Francophone section because it was easier for us to get students and parents to, enroll the kids and things like that. Even though we didn't have many, we probably had like 100 kids the first year or something. But it took us time for us to build the Anglophone section, right? And I remember at the time people were like, no, in this, neighborhood, people are not going to enroll for the Anglophone section. But because, I live in America and I felt like the heck, Cameroon is bilingual and it only makes sense if people, if we have kids that can speak English, kids that can speak French. And then the nursery level, which is kindergarten, right? We wanted that to be bilingual. But then in the beginning, we had to start with just, Francophone section and Anglophone section. And then the more it grew, we combined those, right? So if you go to our school, as of 2 years ago, it's been fully bilingual in the nursery, kindergarten, right? So the parents don't really have a choice. And parents fought us, right? They fought us because they were like, I don't want my kids to learn French. The other parents were like, I don't want my kids to learn English. And then you had parents who were like, you know what? I want my kids to be bilingual. And for each, so we have pre-nursery, nursery 1, nursery 2, which is petite section, moyenne section, grande section. And for those classes, we have 2 teachers in each of those classes, right? We have an Anglophone teacher and we have a Francophone teacher. Guys, it's been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster. And I'm just happy. Today, I'm really happy. And I don't even have to tell you all of that. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm thinking about the ups and downs, everything that I've overcome, the people who told us we weren't going to make it, we should close the school. The school is not going to work. The school has always been on construction. You guys will notice that every summer, I'm always talking to you guys about construction. And I know many people sometimes are like, oh, but the school is not yet finished. We have about 400 students. Okay, and people are still wondering why is it that we keep on building. It's because the school is growing, and then the idea was to have 3 buildings in that lot, right? It's probably not related to the good news, but I'm just thinking of everything that my sister and I have been through. At some point, my sister was in class 6, and not class 6, CM2, right? The exam classes in the primary school. Elementary school here in the US, that's how they call it. In Cameroon, we say primary. In the US, they say elementary. So my sister was, when she noticed that the teacher that we had at the time wasn't good enough in math, she was the one actually, teaching the children. And for a long time, even my friends, people used to ask us like, oh, you guys are the headmistresses. So les directrices de l'école. And we used to always be like, no, we are not. And I think it's really because when people look at us, we are both in our 30s, we are younger. And many people actually thought that we were employees of the school instead of being co-founders, right? And that was something that guys, I told you about the whole thing of like setting up the school in Cameroon, the administrative route, and how much headache and pushback I got from the government, right? Whether it's, we want to file taxes, we want to do anything, right? Like everything has been a roller coaster. And I'm happy that I have my parents back home because they were the one who actually helped us, advised us. Because my mom and dad, they were like, really, you guys really want to do it? This week, right, Thursday and Friday, the exam scores came out for the exam classes. So CM2 and class 6, those are the exam classes for the primary/elementary school, and we got 100%. 100% success rate in both sections, right? Like we got 100% for the Francophone section, 100% for the Anglophone section. For the children of those classes who went for the CEP, because for the Francophone section, the exam is called CEP, C-E-P, and the Anglophone section, the exam is called FSLC. Oh my God, even the common entrance and, le concours, like we got, it wasn't 100%, but it was good. It was good. And usually we don't even reach that. The prior years usually we fluctuate between 85% and 95%, which is still good. We fluctuate between 85% and 95%, but we've never gotten 100% in both sections altogether. Like all the kids in those classes actually passed the exams, and now they're going to secondary school. Oh like all the efforts, like the way we started the school year 2022-2023 was chaotic, right? Chaotic. After, we built in the front of the school that the government demolished. We had to hire more teachers. Some of the teachers quit. We fired some of the teachers for the prior years. And we changed some of the things, right? In terms of like extracurricular activities, parents were not happy. Another thing that we also did last summer was to rebuild the entire restroom. I don't even think I showed you guys the finished product because I was so busy anyway. But we rebuilt the entire restroom of the school, right? Because it used to have so many issues. So we demolished all of it and we rebuilt it. So there were so many changes that happened this year, so many things. And then we had parents complaining, we had parents being happy, and I'm just happy. I'm just happy. And to hear we have a WhatsApp group. So we have a WhatsApp group for all the parents of the school. And this is where we actually announce, we sent the good news and we said we had 100% success rate. The parents, the comments, guys, some parents were sending voice messages like, oh my God. I feel like the guys downstairs probably gonna be like, "What is she girl? Like, what is this girl talking about?" Like, oh my god, the comments that the parents sent, oh, heartwarming, messages. And I wish I was there back home. I mean, I called all my staff. I called my head teacher, my head mistress, my accountant, the teachers, and we kind of, send them some money so that they can, celebrate. And, I wish I was there because if I was there, they know me. We were gonna turn up, okay? We don't usually turn up like that, but we're gonna turn up, seriously. This is the first year since 2017, the first year that we got 100% success rate on all exams. And this is new for us because we've had to change teachers. Because, when people apply and then they tell you, they lie on the CV. They say, oh, we are good. We've been working ABCG, blah, blah, blah. And then you find out they don't even know how to do basic math. It took us a while, but I feel like now we have a good team. We have 24 people on staff. I picked every single person on that team, hire the people, and make sure that the people were actually good. Like, and one thing that I've learned in business is that hire fast, right? Hire fast. Do your due diligence, all of that, but you have to fire faster. So now, in the beginning, I was always reluctant to fire fast because it was this thing of like, oh, we just opened a school, we can just fire people who's going to be doing this and that. And then I've just learned over the years that, you know what, we're going to get interns because interns, we can train them to become full-time teachers. And then we're going to have substitute teachers as well. And then we're going to hire the right people. And if people don't really deliver, we're going to let them go. And that's what I've been doing. Like, I don't have an ounce of pity. Guys, I'm not a mean person, okay? But when it comes to education, you want to make sure you have the right people with the right skills, okay? There's no point for you to be all of, emotional about firing people. You have to fire people. And I'm just happy that I have these people on my team, people who are willing to go above and beyond, in order to make things happen. And even when we give them, holidays, go home, they're always, thinking about, Madam, I think this is what we should do in order to get the kids ready. They take more hours during the days to get the kids ready and all of that. And I just think it's beautiful. It's just beautiful to see how they worked so hard this year. And even when I left, right? Because I left, you guys know, I've been in the US for a couple of months. So even when I left in March, they took over. I mean, not that they took over, but they kept on, keeping me up to date with some of the things that they were doing, some of the things that they were implementing. The kids that came from like other schools, because sometimes you have this thing where kids come from other schools and they don't have, they're not leveling up to the level of the kids in our school, and they had to take more time during the weekend in order to mentor those children. And of course, we're compensating them, but also we're asking the parents to give something, right? Because those are some of the initiatives that the teachers were taking in order to level up, the the level of the children. So this year was an amazing year, guys. Like, started really rough, but it ended beautifully. And if there is something that I look back and then I see all the hurdles, ups and downs, doubting myself, doubting that, are we going to be able to do it? And to see how I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. It just makes me happy that all my children in those exam classes passed. All of them, zero are left behind. None of them are left behind. All of them passed. Anyway, so now I'm thinking about publicity, right? How can I package all of that? Because we have to make flyers, because every year we do a lot of publicity. So we have to make flyers, and then we have to, advertise, and then we have to send people out to the street to advertise. So that 100%, that 100%, I'm just happy. My sister and I, because she's in France, I'm in the US, we were just celebrating on the phone, like, oh my we're celebrating on the phone. But anyway, so I'm going back to Cameroon pretty soon. I'm going back pretty soon. I can't wait. I can't wait. Right now, we're doing construction again. We had some issues with the roof, and it's taking us a lot of money. But you know what? You have to start somewhere. And I always tell people, because people are like, oh, I hope you have, AC in the classrooms. You have tiles on the floor. You have this and that. I'm like, no, we don't. We don't. We have four walls and then some desk. That's it. That's how you're gonna start. That's how you're gonna start. If you're waiting for everything to be perfect, I mean, unless you're rich or you take some really huge loans, not knowing if it's gonna work or not, then that's do you, okay? But we didn't go to that route. And the fact that we were able to reach 400 students in 5 years has been amazing. And then now we're shooting for 500 students. I think the full capacity that the school can take is probably like 600 students, right? I think if we reach the 600, then we're at full capacity. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to go downstairs. I think it's about time I lift. I've been talking to you guys for like 26 minutes. That's a lot. And I'm supposed to edit this thing down to something that would be like, I don't know, maybe it's going to be long. Anyway, let me go work out. Bye.